Dave Chappelle is one hell of a comedian. From movies like Half-Baked to his unparalleled sketch show, Dave Chappelle has proven to be one of the best comedians of the 21st century. His sketches have skewered taboo topics like race and politics. That is, until he mysteriously disappeared in the middle of the show's 3rd season. Chappelle went off to Africa to escape the spotlight and has since tried hard to keep his personal life private. Still, fans want to know all they can about the legendary comedian, so here are 10 Dave Chappelle facts you probably didn't know. Number 10, he was inspired by Bill Cosby. In hindsight, Bill Cosby might not be the greatest personal hero, but Cosby's immense success inspired Chappelle to pursue comedy. At age 14, Chappelle read an article about Cosby in a magazine and realized that being funny full-time was an achievable goal for a smart-mouthed black kid. Number 9, he met Muhammad Ali as a toddler. When Chappelle was just 2 years old, his mother arranged a meetup with the greatest. Even at a small age, Chappelle was a fan of the championship boxer. When Ali died, Chappelle set out time to travel to his funeral and has publicly described the champion as beyond royalty. Number 8, he still performs. While Dave Chappelle hasn't had a TV stand-up special in over a decade, Chappelle still performs live. You haven't seen much of him because his most recent tour has been strictly enforcing a no-phone policy, where attendees' cell phones are locked away to prevent jokes leaking onto the internet. Chappelle believes that smartphones are destroying comedy, saying that bootleg cell phone footage exposes the surprises in comedians' sets.
You know, for comedy, we like the element of surprise, and if people know the jokes before you get to the city, it ruins the surprise. I'd rather tell them myself.
Despite his no cell phone policy and time away from the spotlight, his shows still sell out in minutes. Number 7, he's a World of Warcraft fan. Dave Chappelle is an avid gamer, as evidenced by his Grand Theft Auto sketch, but did you know that he also played World of Warcraft in his heyday? Chappelle has publicly referenced his fandom in interviews several times, giving a shout out to a rogue he says was named after his famous Rick James sketch. Fans have reported seeing him logging into the game at restaurants and cafes. He has also jokingly blamed hiatus on his World of Warcraft addiction. Number 6, he's Muslim. Dave Chappelle converted to Islam in 1998. He once said, "I don't normally talk about my religion publicly because I don't want people to associate me and my flaws with this beautiful thing. And I believe it is beautiful if you learn it the right way." Chappelle used his 2004 trip to Africa partially as a spiritual retreat to better align himself with his religious values. Number 5, he studied theater. Chappelle attended Duke Ellington School of the Arts in high school, where he studied theater arts. Once enrolled, he began doing stand-up shortly after. In 2015, Chappelle returned to give the graduating class their commencement speech. Number 4, you can thank Playboy for his show. As the story goes, one night Dave Chappelle was watching episodes of Hugh Hefner's 1960s talk show Playboy After Dark when he decided to call his writing partner Neil Brennan up to discuss how they could create their very own variety show. Neither had experience with writing sketches, so they began researching SNL. Soon after, the pair pitched out 2 sketches, one being the early draft of Pop Copy. Allegedly, HBO passed on the show, but Comedy Central picked it up, and the rest is history. Number 3, he opened for Aretha Franklin at 19. At the start of his career, he opened a show for Aretha Franklin at Radio City Music Hall. He performed 15 minutes at the Prominent Theater, but the crowd only heard 12 of them. The young comedian foolishly skipped his sound check, and sound problems plagued the first 3 minutes of his set. Number 2, he was only in Africa for 2 weeks. The media likes to exaggerate how long Chappelle disappeared for, but in reality, he was only gone for 2 weeks. Chappelle also never technically quit the show and jokes that he was just really late for work.
Technically, I never quit. I'm 7 years late for work.
Number 1, the real reason he left the show. Lots of speculation surrounds Dave Chappelle's exit from The Chappelle Show. Mental illness, drugs, and creative differences have all been blamed for Chappelle's decision to walk away from his $50 million contract. While Chappelle did check into a mental health center while in Africa, he mostly attributes the decision to leave as a moral one. The comedian started to find his relationship with his fans unsettling, saying that people miss the commentary of his sketches and instead use them to reinforce their prejudices. Frat boys mindlessly screaming, "I'm Rick James, bitch," didn't sit well with him. At the time, he also wanted to focus on his family's well-being and decided his type of fame wasn't conducive to raising a family. There you have it, 10 little known facts about Dave Chappelle. Leave a like if you've learned something new about the comedian, and let us know what other celebrities you'd like to learn about in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more pop culture obsessions.